This is Hussein Ali Hassan, a former Iraqi soldier who lost his leg to a tank shell the day the Americans arrived in Baghdad. 5 years later, he receives a tiny government pension, $165 a month for his 23 years of service in the Iraqi army. For his lost leg, he gets nothing at all, no disability payment. Mr. Hassan plies the streets of Baghdad in his battered taxi to support his family. He says he pays for all of his own medical care.
I haven't gotten any assistance from the government, and they haven't paid for any of my surgeries. All of it comes from my own money.
While U.S. attention is focused on the care of wounded American soldiers, many of their Iraqi army and police counterparts share Mr. Hassan's fate. The Iraqi government doesn't even keep statistics on how many Iraqi soldiers have been wounded. But from the few casualty figures available, it appears they're wounded and killed at about double the rate of U.S. soldiers. There may be as many as 40,000 to 50,000 wounded Iraqi veterans. Many of them are amputees. Most of them are members of the new Iraqi army, established in 2003. Iraqi government officials say that the wounded veterans are being treated well and that they're receiving full pay while a pension law is being debated in parliament. Every one of the half-dozen wounded Iraqi police and army vets interviewed for this New York Times report said otherwise. They told of being drummed out of their units, of selling their belongings to pay for medical care, of being given pensions that were a fraction of their former salaries. Former soldier Daoud Amin is a paraplegic. In 2006, a roadside bomb killed 2 friends and destroyed the tendons and nerves in his legs. Though there have never been any official findings in his case, his fellow soldiers bring him just $125 a month, a third of his former salary. He has no idea where the rest of the money goes, but his former comrades tell him he's lucky to get even this. As yet, there is no law spelling out pension guidelines for wounded veterans. Lawmakers say they're working on it. For now, soldiers are at the mercy of their former commanders.
I spent all the money from my own pocket. I have no money left, and nobody from the government gave me any assistance.
When health care for veterans is available, it's often substandard. As U.S. forces stood by, Iraq's 3 military hospitals were looted and destroyed in post-invasion violence. Now, squatters and their livestock live amongst the ruins. Iraqi officials say that the veterans can simply go to public hospitals instead, ignoring the fact that many of these hospitals are decrepit and overcrowded. And life inside these hospitals can be dangerous as well. Until recently, some were controlled by militias that murdered soldiers in their beds. Today, most newly wounded Iraqis are given high-quality care in U.S. military hospitals. Then, they're transferred into these public Iraqi hospitals, where they're often forced to wait months for the treatment they need. Iraq is now the only country in the region without a military hospital. Until the Iraqi government builds a military hospital, many vets will continue to fend for themselves.
Well, I swear, whatever the government is going to give me, it's so little compared with my sacrifices. I defend this country, okay? And they haven't given me what is my right.